Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Taurus and Virgo, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on in this connection. Alright guys, we're going to get right to it. I think I'm going to stick to... Oh yeah, I think I'm going to do this a little different on this one. Tiny bit different. Guys, please keep in mind these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Also, I have a huge Taurus list and a big Virgo list. Yeah, all the relationship reads for Virgo are connected under Virgo because I ran out of slots. They wouldn't let me create any more playlists, and that's on Zen Romance Tarot. This one is going to air on Zen Whispers. It's just a different place for me to upload my reads. I'm not going into why, but yep. Alright, so that's what my reads are. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Taurus. Okay, I miss you. You guys could not be together right now. Maybe you guys are separated. There's some distance from you. I miss you. Taurus says to Virgo. Okay, give me more. Hold on, guys. Virgo, give me one card, please. Taurus says that they miss you. Virgo, what do you have to say to Taurus, please? In this relationship, what do you have to say? Okay. You don't caress me with your heart. You're not giving me what I need. You miss me, but you didn't give me what I needed. Hold on, let's see what this... I think I'm going to leave it there because I really wanted to see what they had to say to each other. I'm now going to pull from here. I miss you. Taurus says, I miss you too, Virgo. Give me one card, Taurus, under I miss you. What's this about? Or what's in your energy? In this relationship, Taurus with Virgo. I got a flipper, but I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me try that again. Alright. I think I'm going to do it the other way. Taurus, one card, please. One card. So much for that, right? My one card ain't coming out. Well, what it did do. Hold on. One card, please. Alright, we got one. The lady. Taurus is saying, I miss you, and there's a lady. Okay, this lady could have darker skin. She looks a bit wholesome. I don't know. Maybe you guys are in a partnership. This could be Virgo. I don't know. Okay. I got one that fell, but I didn't ask my question, so I'm gonna see what this is all about. Virgo, give me one card, please, under You Don't Caress Me With Your Heart. Some of you may feel ignored by Taurus. What's going on? Oh, nope. One card, we got one. The Gentleman comes out reversed. Okay. This gentleman could be darker complected. It comes out reversed. Okay, so... Oh, how ironic. Somebody could be 28, somebody could be 29. Or those dates could be significant birthdays on the 28th and 29th or something like that. Let me see what this says. We have the lady that comes up for you guys. Taurus, your cards talk about the lady. This is a female. She's a younger woman. She's a young lady or a younger woman. You're close to her. You partner with her. She represents femininity, empathy, inward focus, intuition. It says this is a friend who has knowledge about the subconscious. This person could be a friend, this lady, or maybe you guys are friends, Taurus and Virgo. Now we have the Gentleman. Let's see. He comes out reversed here. It says he's a male. I mean... Maybe he's a crooked male, right? Maybe he's a criminal gentleman, or I don't know, maybe he doesn't consider himself straight. Younger energy. This is a man that you guys are close to. So you guys are probably in a relationship or something. It says partner, friend, masculinity, professional, outward focus, logic, powerful consciousness. This person is crooked. This energy that's coming up for Virgo. It's just something off. This person could have lied about their age. This person could be gay. I don't know if they told you that. Or maybe they're on a down low or have some history or something like that, right? This person does not think logically, this Virgo. This is what they're thinking of. Please keep in mind that these feelings can be vice versa. So whatever Taurus says, they could be saying, hey, this is what I think about Virgo. And vice versa. This person doesn't have any power, though, this Virgo. No logic. They have no power. They might be bad to partner with. This person might be a bad friend or somebody who's bad, but this person is close to you. I don't know what that means. Whoever this is, I feel like Taurus is saying, I miss you, but this Virgo is crooked. Alright? One of those purposely stay out. I'm not taking it. I don't know how many flipped. Give me one common card, please. Under intuition. What's this about? Intuition. One, please. Under the roses. Something's going to come out. Something's going to come out. And I don't know what it is. We're going to find out, I guess, what's underneath. Whatever's underneath is going to come out. Somebody uses their intuition under something that was hidden before. Right? It was like an illusion. Somebody's sexuality is in question. Didn't I just say that? Lily's talks about somebody's sexuality. I don't necessarily know if it does in this deck. Hold on, y'all. You know, that is so annoying. Oh my goodness. Yup, that's what Lily, somebody's questioning somebody's sexuality. Some of you guys may have been dating or partnered up with somebody who is gay or bisexual and they're not telling you. Alright? Let's go ahead and get into the read. The thing is, the energy that comes up between you guys, she knows it. Even if other people don't know, she knows it. Or he. Whoever that high priestess is, that's the energy that comes in between you guys. So we have Taurus. There's some judgment that goes against you. Some of you guys refuse to look at yourself and look at the dynamic of this relationship. It says here that you fail to realize the long-term ramifications of your actions. You guys may have made some error in judgment. There's something where you feel stagnated now. There's a refusal for you to accept changes that are coming about. So you keep trying to delay these changes. I don't know if this is with your relationship with Virgo or whatever this is. But it says here there's going to be some delays to completion. So there's something that you guys have been trying to do. Something that you guys have been trying to accomplish. Maybe within this relationship. I don't know. Could be a Scorpio that you guys are working with. Somebody's trying to delay something. Something could be delayed. You're delaying judging something. Or a judgment goes against you. Or you, Taurus, made an error in judgment about Virgo. Virgo, maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. I don't know, but this could be a Scorpio energy. Could be a separate event aside from this relationship, but one of those that linger and they go home and it all meshes in. So there's a combination at home of work, family, da-da-da. There's no separation, unable to compartmentalize. I'm speaking past tense. Unable to compartmentalize. I think that's one of the characteristics of this energy that Taurus is in, or that Taurus is dealing with separately from Virgo. So we have the Ace of Wands that comes up. Somebody wanted something to grow. I made an error in judgment. I assumed I could make something grow. I assumed we were going to give birth to some new ideas. There's something with commercial enterprise. Excuse me, guys. Trying to find a new way to make money. Okay. I gotta look up how to deal with that. Because I'm not trying to take no allergy pills and all this other stuff. I'm really not, but I don't like all of that. But I see how the devil gets going when you start taking it. I am all set. You know, they try and get you in your sleep. I ain't in the mood for that. So what I'm seeing here, Taurus, is you guys wanted an opportunity for something to grow. This had to do with a commercial enterprise. There was something about a new, fresh endeavor with a fresh foundation. So this could have been something about a house, a property. It was a fresh endeavor but mostly fresh foundation. There's something about a castle on a hill, or somebody could be from Castle Hill. There's something about somebody creating their own reality. I mean, I could dissect that in so many ways. Somebody could have, I mean, when I think of that, I think of a show somebody wanted to leave and maybe do their own show, something like that. Somebody could have made an error in judgment, whatever this is. We have the Five of Swords, it comes up. Four of Swords, I apologize. This card speaks to some sort of recovery. It speaks to you, Taurus, being caught up. It says something with clouds and water. Your emotions and your thoughts, they link together. So, like I said before, some of you guys can't just, leave work at 5 o'clock and, be home by whatever time, and everything that happened that day earlier, it doesn't just turn off for you. For some of you, you could be workaholics. For some of you. For some of you, you just can't compartmentalize what's going on, and it does carry over to the home. Or whatever you're dealing with after work. Let's put it that way. All right, the home. So there's something here where you have your thoughts and your emotions linking together. You're at the Four of Swords. You guys are dealing with some sort of anxiety. Whatever you guys are dealing with is driving your thoughts. So whatever this issue is that is repressed that you guys haven't dealt with, is coming now, and you're dealing with it right now. But it also says that feeling this way with this anxiety, and this, I guess this is specific to you, Taurus, it says that when you feel this way, it leads you to do things that are wrong. It leads to wrong actions. There's something here with the repossession of a home, whoever you are. Some of you are living in some home. You could be an Aquarius or a Taurus. You could be dealing with an Aquarius that's living in some home somewhere. Whatever this is, somebody might try and take the home. It sounds like the bank may try and take the home. Whoever this person is, maybe they were going around lying on you, because it speaks of lies, gossip, malice. This Aquarius tried to get in the way, it looks like, of your relationship or whatever new project or whatever you're trying to do in terms of expanding your business, Taurus. It was interrupted. This Aquarius was the one behind it. Now, you could be suffering this anxiety, but you could also be, having some issues with the house and the bank. Lies. There's gossip. There's this Aquarius that gives all the drama. And all the drama that you could ever want, that's who they are. It seems like they're doing something to aggravate the dynamic of the relationship. All right? Or whatever happens when you go home to this relationship. So there's something where you realize you've been fighting the wrong battles. For some of you, you're not going to fight with anybody anymore. You're going to put it down. Four of Swords. You're gaining some sort of recovery. I'm so all set with this. I don't want to deal with it anymore. It doesn't feel like you guys are giving up. It just feels like you guys are taking a little bit of a break to recoup. Some kind of recovery. Maybe you guys got some sort of mental assistance. Maybe you spoke to a mental health care provider. Recovery. I'm taking a break from the situation. Yes, I miss you. This could be about a lady or Virgo. Now, Virgo, we have justice that comes up for you. You are getting balance in some situation. We see that Taurus made an error in judgment. They failed to think about something, right? They refuse to accept changes that they're going to happen. You can't do anything about them. But they're upset that there are delays here. You, on the other hand, come in with justice. You come in with balance. This balance is about balance and also legal matters. It talks about karmic lessons, actions and consequences. And it's funny because it says the same thing for Taurus. Only Taurus didn't realize the consequences. They didn't really care. Whatever this is about, I don't know who's telling whose story. But again, with you, it tells us that there's something with balance here. The need for balance. For some of you, there's opposing viewpoints. Maybe you guys don't agree with everything, you guys. There's something about somebody giving a passive observation. So somebody was looking, even though it was passive, they were still looking, observing, having some sort of an opinion. Maybe they didn't express it. Maybe it was just like, maybe they noticed something. I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't feel like love to me. This feels like it's business. It feels like somebody ruined somebody's reputation. So Taurus, maybe you ruined Virgo's reputation. or however it goes, somebody said some stuff that was wow. Whatever was said, maybe Taurus felt like it was necessary. Somebody's in recovery right now. It feels like it's the other party. I don't know. Anyway, there's something here with legal matters that come up. This is justice for you, Virgo. Balance in legal matters. This is about karmic lessons. There's something where you guys need to have balance. There's opposing viewpoints that are present. Some of you guys don't know about this, but people are opposing certain things about this relationship, this dynamic, right? You even have Taurus opposing something. They're like, oh, see, but they made an error in judgment. So they were upright, but then they had to go to reverse because they didn't think about something. They didn't reflect. They didn't think about themselves when they did da-da-da, right? So there was some judgment that is now going against them. Or Taurus made an error in judgment, especially when you're a person of justice, Virgo. That's what it says here. It says, opposing forces now in harmony. So, Virgo, it says you were able to make some sort of peace. Maybe you were able to make some peace with Taurus. Maybe you guys made some peace with a Libra. There's something where you now have balance in a connection, balance in a friendship relationship. This balance with the Justice card could mean that somebody is going to be finally treated in a situation, but it is also monetary. It does speak to monetary. It says something about a settlement. Something's in negotiations. Taurus, you could be in negotiations with Virgo over something that you said. This seems like there's some assassination of character. And now there's negotiating. So there's a settlement here that somebody's going to get. Is there anything else? No. It also speaks to some marriage fraud too. There could have been marriage fraud, right? Somebody could have misrepresented who they are before they got married or something like that. Or you didn't tell me, you know, whatever. You didn't tell me this or you didn't tell me that. There's something with fraud here, but there's also a fraud case. It's marriage fraud before the justice system where somebody gets some balance. Virgo, somebody could have stole your information. Taurus came up with this grand idea. They're now in recovery. We have the Ace of Pentacles that comes up. So remember, Virgo, we were talking about this Justice card. It says that there's some settlement that you guys are going to be getting. You're in negotiations right now because you feel like there was a marriage that you were in, it was a fraud. Right? There's something about a fraud marriage, or I feel like somebody failed to tell somebody something. I feel like it could have been Taurus who lied because Taurus is like, I miss you. But this one's like, yeah, but you didn't tell me that, you know, you was born a chick and... Or however it goes, you know, you tell me, you know, Lilies is about sexuality. So somebody didn't tell somebody that they were sexually other, right? You didn't tell me you were, like, you didn't tell me, you look like her, but you was really born looking like him. So this person didn't tell it. But this High Priestess knows it. I feel like this is a secret that somebody does not want to come out. And this High Priestess knows it. Whoever this person is, there's this Ace of Pentacles that comes up for Virgo. So let's talk about that. We already know that there's a settlement. There's some negotiations in the works. And right after that, we have the Ace of Pentacles that comes up for you. So Taurus was like, we're going to grow something. You're the one with the money here, Virgo. It says that you get this Ace of Pentacles, a large sum of money. There's something where you get some positive results for hard labor. So I don't know what kind of hard labor that was or is or something like that. But it says hard labor. You did something successfully. You did something successfully in business matters. And now there's going to be a lump sum payout. What else does it say here? Oh. Now this might be governmental. I don't know this piece. Ace of Pentacles. Virgo. Well, that is technically the government showing up here. A lump sum payment is received unexpectedly as a gift. It comes from somebody's friend. It's a gift. It's a bonus. It was given to somebody as opposed to them taking out a loan from like a banking institution. So somebody gave somebody a personal loan. Ace of Pentacles. It could have been a Libra. They gave a loan to a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, it looks like this person is trustworthy, though, based off what I see. This seems like it's something separate, but there's something here where there's a lump sum payment that was received as a gift or a bonus. The Ace of Pentacles with the Justice card. This is before the justice system, possibly. Something was given as a gift. I don't know how it's Ace of Pentacles, so that's something that's really new. I don't know if this new gift was wrapped up in a form of a job, or it literally says somebody gave a gift here. Unexpectedly, as a gift, a bonus, opposed to borrowing from a banking institution, it was given as a gift. I don't know where the emphasis is. It feels like something was given as a gift. It feels like there's some balanced justice system. Somebody gets some back pay. Somebody's going to get rewarded for whatever work they did before and they weren't compensated for it. There's going to be justice that comes in for Virgo, right? I feel like, Virgo, you're receiving some justice because it was something that Taurus wanted to grow. It says, just because you want to grow something, it doesn't mean it's yours to grow, right? So this could have been your project, Virgo. And this Taurus here says, I want to grow this. Okay. What is it that you're trying to grow? Because everything you're saying is just mine. So what are you saying? Right? So maybe there was some misrepresentation of what something is, what it was supposed to be. You told me if I do this new project, right? If I jump in, I don't know, up and down on a box, I don't know, purple hearts all over it. You said it was a new creative project. You said I was going to get this prosperity out of it. I don't feel like you guys do. Something ends up in court because Virgo's like, listen, I did hard labor. Okay, you're going to pay me. I feel like with this growth, this Taurus could be turning their back, you know. See, but you're still chasing them with the money. That's kind of weird. Maybe this, I don't know, there's something significant about this Taurus. Maybe they can make stuff move. But Virgo, it says you're the ones with the funds here. So you get this lump sum of money. But I feel like you get it because you were treated badly or unfairly. Gypped. I think that's derogatory. Hey, listen, equal opportunity channel. I don't know. I feel like you guys got by a Taurus. That's why there's you getting this lump sum of money now. These cards do mention something about a contract that somebody went into. Somebody's recovering from this. But something was given as a gift to Virgo. Now the King of Swords, who this person... I feel like whoever this is, somebody's getting good karma. That's going to be Virgo. In this read, they get good karma because justice is upright. There's some balance is going to be given about some new money, prosperity, a new project, a job. Somebody wants to grow something that is existing. I want to be clear about that. Whoever this Taurus is, they may have said something is theirs. It is not. It is something that they want to grow. That does not make it theirs. They did not give birth to it. The birth was given over here, it looks like, with this prosperity. Somebody waiting for a return on their investment. King of Swords, ambition. This is something that somebody does for work. The cards say that this Virgo in this scenario, I want to be clear, unfazed by stormy clouds coming up. So Virgo knows that they got the fight of their life coming up, but they're unfazed by it. They're self-assured. They have a strong sense of conviction. They could be older, an older man, authoritative. And they have a lot of personality. They give truthful advice. And they make plans to clear things up for other people. It sounds like it's a lawyer, but their approach can be very harsh. So you may not like the way this person does what they do or deliver what they do. It's harsh, but it's fair. It's just. It's justice. Common energy that plays out between both these people. Balancing needs to be done. We know that. That's why you have the High Priestess. There's something where you guys might have some secrets that you don't want to come out. It looks like they are going to come out. There's this Pisces energy here that shows up, or this could be any High Priestess. They have a big intuition, so they can see things, feel things, hear things, stuff like that. There's a lot of ways that High Priestesses operate, right? They don't all do like I do. I don't all do like them. Like mine are just... And I tell y'all, they're starting to be all over the place. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's funny. But it's not, I don't know, I can't explain it. It ain't no different from what it was before. It's just now I have more time to think about it. Okay. So, this King of Swords here, if this is a judge, this is an honest judge. They're going to do right by what they're supposed to do. But they can be harsh. The common energy that plays out between you guys is needing to balance something out. There's some hidden matters between these two, between this Taurus and this Virgo. There's some hidden matters, whatever that is to you. It says something where the energy between both you guys, I don't know if both you guys are clairvoyant or the person that is, or the energy between you guys is, somebody's clairvoyant. They use unseen intuition. I feel like this person is here, and it says you're here, or you must learn, both you guys, to acknowledge and develop your psychic senses. It goes on to say that you guys are very sensitive. It says that some of you can be artists or channelers or musicians or mediums. You also could be diplomats or peacemakers. Whoever this person is, they're coming in between you guys, and I think they're asking you to think clearly and use your intuition. It's almost like you guys have this lesson that needs to be learned about it. One of the things we see is Taurus is going to start to pay more attention to their intuition, because there's this big judgment that goes against them. It's like they keep refusing to do something. They keep trying to aggravate something that needs to change, and now it's just, they can't do anything about it. They have to. Right? But I feel like they also got into some sort of an agreement before, or there was some sort of idea that didn't go anywhere, something like that. Like I made an error in even investing in that. But then it talks about their emotions and how they may be struggling to compartmentalize things. That could be because Taurus is a fixed sign. That could have something to do with it also. But we also see here, the Justice card coming out reverse is balance. At least for Virgo, there's balance. But the balance is gained by using their intuition. This Ace of Pentacles, something that was supposed to give you guys prosperity, is under some sort of judgment. And somebody they judge based off their intuition. And facts. Okay. So, I think this High Priestess, though, knows that somebody's sexuality is in question. Why is the Lilies coming out reversed here? Somebody's name could be Lily, because Lily or somebody here is at a crossroads. Some people are not ready to tell, I guess, whatever's going on. In terms of their sexuality, you don't have to tell anybody. Like, you don't have to tell anybody. But I feel like for some people, it's a matter of living free, like living their truth. This is what I am, whether you like it or not, right? Let me see what this one is. A fish comes out reverse. What is that? Hold on. Okay. There's something that this High Priestess knows about somebody's sexuality. This High Priestess also knows that somebody's at a standstill, or this High Priestess is at a standstill. They're using their intuition, using discernment, trying to figure out something. However, they could be having some issues with finances, or they know something about the finances that play out between you guys. Remember, there's an Ace of Pentacles, and there's this new, let's grow the business. Because you knew that this one was getting some money. So, the fish comes out reversed. Money, finances, wealth, increase. This is all reversed, so it's not going to happen. Indulgence, desires and wishes will not be granted. There will be no luxury, no excess, and bad commerce. Bad trade, bad exchange, entrepreneurs, independence, elusive, water. There are going to be some extreme emotions going around because there's some impact on finances being had. People are not going to be doing whatever. This High Priestess knows it. Like, you go ahead and you get on your sailboat and eat whatever it is the fancy people. Go right ahead. Because you ain't got much longer to do it. That's exactly what this High... Like, she knows something that you don't know. Like, she knows that this gentleman here is gay. Right? And he's manipulative. Give me one more. Folks up pretending. Why? Something with a whip. Maybe people are having kinky sex or something. Let me see. The comment. Oh. So, hold up. Let me see what this one is. Ooh, this is a common energy, and the High Priestess knows it. Ooh. Ooh. The whip. What the common energy in this relationship, the whip. She's right there. She's whipping. And she's all dressed up with the whip outfit. Hardships. There were some hardships and arguments. Conflict. This dynamic, this couple, they are suffering. There's purging. They're probably trying to purge each other out. They're an abusive couple. Or they're abusive. They're angry. They inflict pain. They keep doing it to each other over and over and over again. Repetition. They suffer from addictions, drug use. There's something with physical activity. So I would imagine that means sex for these people. But it also says sexual chemistry. So there's something with physical activity. Physical activity. Somebody could have had some sort of a surgery too. They could be recovering from it. Somebody could have had a bad episode during sex and now they're recovering from it. Somebody had on a whip and a chain. There's some chemistry, passion, which is intense. But it says that this is something like you guys argue. And I guess you'll make up, so I don't know, make up something to fight about. I don't know what this is, but it says you do this all day over and over and over again. But this one, I don't know who you're trying to hide from. I think you guys are trying to hide the arguments and the hardship, right? Right there. It says hardships. That says you broke. Arguments, conflict, suffering, purging, right? And nobody's supposed to know this, I guess. That's the common energy. Brokenness. Wait. Sexual chemistry. Now, this appears to be, I don't know, somebody here is gay. But even within this connection, the whip. There's abuse here. There's abuse here. There's people with whips. There's arguing, hardships. People lying and hiding, pretending that they're happy. This High Priestess knows it all. She can see it all. So, I don't know what that means to y'all. Whatever you hide, like this one's trying to hide, like we don't know. You know, these folks is off. Whoever you are, I have no idea. Give me one card. Give me this High Priestess here. What is she? Why? I know she knows, right? Like everybody knows, but for some reason this one knows something. Like she knows some details or something. She knows somebody's at a crossroads. She knows that somebody failed to tell somebody something and they're like really into a relationship. But I feel like something's in court. Somebody got a court case, but it's over some project or something. I did it first type of thing. You stole it from me or something. You better give me my bread. Wait. You make me feel alive. This High Priestess says you make, maybe she's laughing at you? I'm confused. Tell me more.